Watching the news reports about the Venezuelan migrants who were lured by operatives of the governor of Florida and dumped in Martha's Vineyard has been heartbreaking. Although I'm not Venezuelan, I am Mexican, and I recognize the cruel stunt because it has been used on me. It is a ruse carried out under the guise of offering support, which makes it especially demeaning. Like the tracking system in my elementary and middle schools in Texas that claimed to help students learn at their own pace, but in reality was a way to segregate poor students of color like me. Or the high school counselor who helpfully discouraged me from searching and researching colleges. Honey, college is hard. And instead offered to connect me with a terrific training program for cashiers at Montgomery Wards. The abuse is racially motivated, of course, even if some of the culprits who participate turn out to be people of color. The point is to single out specific groups for isolation, grooming, and exploitation. But understanding this doesn't diminish the insidious effect that years of being undermined have had on my psyche. Although by nature I tend to be a playful person, I am quite reclusive. The soul-crushing sense of loss and abandonment I feel when aggressions that shock my system don't even register with my white friends can be overwhelming. And when an aggression unwittingly comes from a friend, well, the whole world seems like a minefield. Feeling out of place isn't an occasional occurrence for me. It's where I live for the most part. But reaching out when you're the underdog can feel like just another setup. There is so much history that complicates our ability to connect. I honestly don't know what to do about it. But I do know that if there is a place where connection and reconciliation have a chance of blooming, it is here. Our beautiful Unitarian Universalism invites us to enter into a responsible search for truth and meaning. That word, responsible, it makes all the difference to me. It implies that an element of care and accountability is expected in our interactions. Unitarian Universalism is born of the conviction that each of us is capable of knowing only a fragment of the whole truth. Well, that tells me that diversity is not only appreciated here, but that seeking diversity is essential to the quest for enlightenment and the purpose of our gathering in community. Here I can expect to approach and be approached with respectful curiosity. Here, all are at once imbued with the humility of the student and the dignity of the teacher. As poet Gwendolyn Brooks said, we are each other's harvest, each other's business, each other's magnitude and bond. I know it can be hard to show up. Each of us is broken in some specific way. But maybe that's the point of gathering. What if our brokenness can be incorporated into a great human mosaic, each piece fixed to the other with love, reflecting the wholeness of our one true source? I'm going to keep showing up. I hope you do too.